Hello mirrors. Today I am going to be doing a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July 2020. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. And also, if you are new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. I also want to give a little shout out to my recommended vids playlist. There's a lot of really great information there to help you on your journey. And one more thing, if you are, oh, that's way too many cards. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information will be down in the description box below. I'd love to read for you. But let's see the overall energy for July. We have the King of Swords and then the Four of Swords in the reverse. So the way that I see these two cards together, it really seems like some type of awakening. And that awakening is going to come from a mental place. It's not so much a feeling, but it is the type of awakening that kind of shakes you up because you start to understand the truth. You know, I'm sure that many of you have experienced this before. Sometimes when we have spiritual awakenings, or even just an awakening, which it's all spiritual really, we will suddenly have these epiphanies where it seems like something is extremely obvious and it just hits us. That's what I see is coming for you this month. And I don't think it's just going to be one thing. It might be many things. So this could be in regards to a relationship, just your life in general, what direction you're going, or even like habits. So let's go ahead and see what kind of energy are you bringing into this month. Okay, I'm taking these two cards for this. So we have 10 of Pentacles, and then we have Ace of Wands in the reverse. Then we have Death, already fitting into the overall energy. So this month you are kind of realizing that maybe the type of life that you've always wanted, it doesn't really vibe with you on a spiritual level. I see that for a lot of you. So with the 10 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, okay, this is everything that I've ever wanted. The perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect spouse, the perfect children, all of that. I don't want to say perfect, you know, but I mean, 10 of Pentacles does kind of have that vibe. It's like everything you want in the physical realm. But with Ace of Wands being in the reverse, it really feels like at this point, even if you may be really comfortable in your life, you're starting to understand that there's something more that you want. And it has to do with either some type of spiritual passion that you have. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. And then right after, so this will be like during the month of July, we have Death and the World. Wow. So to me, the World is much better than the 10 of Pentacles, even though the 10 of Pentacles is a great card. So in July, I really feel like you're going to be going through a lot. Death is amazing because at the end of the day, what death is about is rebirth. It's about being a phoenix and rising amongst the ashes, okay? That's where you're going to be at this month, throughout the month. And ultimately, it's going to put you in the space of the World, where the World is the last of the major arcanas. I really consider it the best card in the entire tarot deck. So, you know, if things start falling apart or these changes happen and, you know, it may kind of freak you out at first because, you know, none of us really like change. And no offense, guys, but Taurus is the worst for that. At least stereotypically, they are known for being really stuck on the past and really stuck on, you know, where where they're comfortable. So this is going to pull you out of your comfort zone, but ultimately it's so you can get closer to this world. So 10 of Pentacles is a little bit more physical and it's a little bit more materialistic. And this is like, hey, we have more planned for you. The universe, your higher self, all of that has more planned for you. And this month is going to come with some major changes. So by the end, let's see, we have 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Well, that's a really interesting mix of cards. So, I'm going to get a clarification really quick, but this could do with a lot of different things. So it could be by the end of the month, you're like, wow, I feel like I've lost a lot this month, or like it may not have to do with like physically losing stuff, but like I said, with the overall energy being waking up to truth, you may realize like I don't have what I thought I had, basically is what it is. My life isn't as good as I thought it was. But by the end, I mean, we do have the 5 of Pentacles, but at the same time, there's 2 of Cups. So either this could be that you become more aligned with another person. You can get into a relationship. But more than anything, I really feel like this has to do with becoming more aligned with your higher self, becoming more aligned with your logical and emotional side, and having that balance, integrating yourself to where you're not so worried about the lack mentality. You're just being real with yourself, and you're able to start working on creating these changes. But I did pull, so I pulled a clarification, and with the Hermit, I do think this is about you. This isn't about someone else. So this is about integrating, 2 sides of yourself. It could be, your left and your right, your masculine, your feminine, or just 2 things that have been at odds for a long time that have kept you basically feeling like you don't need to move forward. So it's kind of like an illusion. So this is taking that illusion. So if you've said, for example, yeah, this job is perfect. I love my life. I have all of the things I want. But then you realize this job, it's not really what I want. Okay. Well, in these moments where you start to realize the truth, you can bring in the positive aspects of that job and then work on manifesting something better, because then you're coming out of the illusion and you're figuring out, how can I make this real? This could also have to do with a few of you, but I don't think it's most or all of you, being able to balance yourself along with your partner. And that might be the 2 sides that you've been working on integrating. But I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these energy cards to get maybe some specifics for you guys. This is looking like a big month. And just when I was looking, it was 222, 522 in 20 seconds. Anxiety. Okay. So this is kind of like what I was feeling, guys. Like all of this change may cause you some anxiety this month, because when we figure out the truth, it's really hard to deal with. Because when we have those moments where we realize we're the ones that are holding ourselves back, or we've been putting up with the current paradigm for way too long, it can give us anxiety, because at that point you have to do something. You don't have to, but if you don't do something about it, you end up in this mode of anxiety. You end up just feeling very dissatisfied. And this month is really going to be a time for you to be real and to start maybe navigating how you can get out of this anxiety, how to deal with the anxiety. So my biggest suggestion with all the energy that's here is working on meditation, visualization. So once you realize these truths, like what is it that is happening that you're not quite okay with, whatever truth that may be, whether it's with somebody else, your job, your relationships, your own habits. Like I said before, visualize it being different. Visualize the energy changing. Visualize it shifting. How would it make you feel? What would you be doing? What would it look like? And that type of visualization can really calm that anxiety. And not only that, of course, it aids in it actually happening. It aids in you making the right decisions in order to get in alignment with that version of you that already has the life you want. Okay, let's see. We have purification, which isn't surprising in conjunction to everything here. So this month you may really want to focus on what ways you can purify yourself. Do you want to eat healthier? Do you want to make sure that you have like a ritualistic shower every day where you kind of visualize all the anxiety, all the energy from the day washing off? Would you like to detoxify your body? No matter what it is, the universe is asking you to do this because you're kind of needing to purge the old energy, because you're moving into a new phase, and this purification will make that moving into that phase a lot easier, and it will definitely aid in that anxiety. So let's get one of these little fairy cards. I love these cards. They're really great for unique messages, and of course they're beautiful. That one definitely wanted to come out. So we have Greenman's Bride, Sacred Union, Commitment Ceremony, maturing into deep relationship. So it's in the reverse. So that's really interesting. Especially to have it over here with the Two of Cups. So I think in some ways the universe is really trying to clarify that this Two of Cups situation and the Five of Pentacles isn't about a relationship. But for other people, it may just be saying that you may be struggling with this. I'm going to get a clarification on that too. I don't usually do so many clarifications, but this new holo deck is just really great. It just always gives me such straightforward answers every time. So let's see what this Greenman's Bride in the reverse is about. Ten of Cups and Seven of Wands. Okay. So this may definitely involve another person that you're with. So if, for example, one of you is really happy with what you have and the other one is not so happy with what you have, like it might be a little bit of a struggle this month, but ultimately, I know this sounds kind of strange, but this is your reality. That doesn't mean that you fight against the other person, but it means that meditating and to find solutions that are harmonious for both of you while continuing to push forward with what you truly want, as long as you're not hurting anyone, is what you are meant to be doing this month. Because the sense I get from this is somebody's in this Ten of Cups energy, and we have the Ten of Pentacles energy there, but then it has Seven of Wands, so it's like you're fighting so hard for this when it shouldn't be a fight. It should be harmonious. It should work together. So a lot of you might be having struggles with your specific person, the person you're with, or even just people in general that are around you. If you live by yourself or you're not dealing with this, this is just your own internal struggles for a few of you. Let's look at the Heal Yourself deck. I would like to see what is the main way that Taurus can heal themselves this month. We have Discover Your Life Purpose. Okay, so I really feel like whatever's happening, because we have Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have all this like truth. That is ultimately what is going to come out of all of this. You're ready to align with your life purpose. You're not just content anymore in staying in what's comfortable, because there's just like this desire within you to move forward, to actually get to a place where you're affecting other people in a very profound, positive way, and you're not just trying to get by in life, which is what I feel like maybe you've done in the past. Let's go ahead and pull out one of these starseed cards. But that's a really comforting notion, right? Okay. Ooh, So we have High Wraith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So I think this is really reiterating that life purpose card that I just pulled, because this is kind of like you are not comfortable in where you're at. You're longing for more. You want more. And like I said, this may be buried deep down. This may be something you're not entirely like conscious of, but this month is going to start pulling all of this energy outside of you. So I'm going to pull one of these Moonology cards. What's going on for Taurus? Look at the bigger picture. Wow, all of these cards are really aligning, guys. This is going to be a huge month for just refocusing and kind of changing your perspective. Like every card seems to be saying this, which is really interesting. Let's see, then we have Forest Frolic Maiden. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. So this is something, whatever this is, this life purpose, this thing that you're longing for, it's existed since childhood. So if you're having trouble with this perspective, start going back in childhood. I had to pause because some stuff was going on, so I'm not sure what I was saying. Okay. So yeah, start digging into your childhood. Start doing things you used to love as a child, and it could either be connected to what your life purpose is, or it can start to kind of jog the energy that's been stuck from childhood. You know, often when we're kids, we love to do things, but we're discouraged by our parents, by our society, you know, and just gender norms, societal norms. But this month is a time for you to kind of go in and kind of work with your inner child, because that is what's going to dig up some of this energy. And then finally, the message we have, I have found the one that my soul loves, which is funny because that's the one that Aries got this month. So Aries kind of had this similar like lone energy too this month, or you know, this, I don't really feel like this is lone energy, even though we do have Hermit here. But I think in this case, this is talking about you. You are finding yourself. You're loving yourself. And this is a process of finding who you truly are and why you're here. Not just putting up with things because it's easy. Not just putting up with things because you've convinced yourself that it's enough. No, you are worth more than this. You're ready to move forward and to create new things and to start new things and to live the life that you've always dreamed of. It is possible. You are able to manifest the life you want, but you have to believe it. You have to move forward. You have to move past the illusions and to be true to yourself. And that's what this entire month is about. And that is beautiful. I'm not going to pretend that this is going to be an easy month for you, Taurus, but I am so excited to see what you create. So that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Go check out the pick a cards to find more information about this specific situation. They are timeless, so they will help you at any time you decide to go and look at them. And also, if you need a personal reading, just look down below and it'll give you some information. And that's all I have for you guys. I love you.